Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents TORGanized Play. And why is that doing that again? Alright.
User error?
No, my computer, when it does its whole little shutdown thing like it did a few weeks ago during the stream, it resets all the settings, including volume for Twitch and all that.
So are we about to do a new greetings and salutations?
You're going to hear it twice. I caught it before I finished saying, there it goes. So, yes, we're playing TORGanized Play, and tonight we're playing Prayers to a Dying Tree. Rod will be our game master for this evening, and I will go ahead and hand it off to you.
Well, first, why don't we do some character introductions? We'll do that. I think most of the folks who are here probably understand TORGanized Play is our answer to an organized play style game for Torg Eternity. I think we've talked about that a good bit. These characters, you can have different characters. There's portability, bring them to different conventions, game days, online play, etc. We have a free rules set that you can find on Drive-Thru RPG. You can join us on Facebook, on Discord. That's pretty much it, because I don't have anyone who's like, hey, I want to go run Twitter. I don't have Twitter. Not a twit.
But you can find our stream announcements on Twitter.
Oh, can you?
Mm-hmm.
Is that where, Mike? That's part of your
Work Hype Tuesday.
Okay. Did we give folks on your hype? Did you give folks a blurb for this one? Just we're going.
Hey, we're doing something.
There was a little something. It wasn't like,
we are being dispatched to Miami to find the perfect Cubano sandwich for Quinn Sebastian's lunch.
Not 100% accurate. Nothing is more dangerous to the invading forces than the power of a storyteller to inspire the populace. When the Delphi Council learns of a plot to assassinate an influential core Earth voice in Miami, a team is sent in to protect their assets.
And to get a Cubano sandwich for Quinn Sebastian's lunch.
That's probably the wrap up.
Okay.
That's the
if you can't find any shawarma and the city is still standing.
Must be worried about the last part.
So why don't we talk about who our characters are? I think I've seen some of these, but not too many, and I think some of these are also a little bit new. Lehman, why don't you tell us about your chaplain, if you would, please?
Yes, I am Chaplain Herman Fick from Gaia. So I am a brimstone and fire preacher, served in the Victorian Regiment, the 27th Regiment, and am all about walking and making sure anybody I am associated with follows the righteous path and does not sin, because then they will fall under the Gaunt Man's control.
I wait to see good things. Jim, tell us about Ibis the Invincible. I don't think he is.
Ibis the Invincible is an elf, but he is clearly from the Nile Empire. He wears an ankh around his neck and occasionally says prayers to the Egyptian deities. But he carries upon his back a very large sword. It's a khopesh, but he clearly looks not strong enough to wield it himself. But in battle, he will magically manipulate it with his powerful mage hands. But he does seem to be invincible, as he's very difficult to hit in combat. And so that is why he believes himself to be invincible. But it is his masked character that everyone knows him as, is Ibis the Invincible. Especially when he's not in the Nile Empire, he's wearing his mask and outfit so that people recognize him as a superhero, come to help all of those around him.
And Pulp powers? Do we need to figure out what flaws you have? I don't quite
sorry.
recall.
I'd have two very two pulp powers that have both major limitations. They are both powered off of me getting wounded. So they will not work when I become wounded, but I have super dexterity, and I am also able to uncanny dodge.
So, couple things that means. First, it means if you have super dex, any dex roll is contradictory.
Sure.
And so is soaking.
Yep.
That's dangerous. I know this because I have a character who has uncanny dodge.
And has had the problem. Yes.
Were you there for that?
I was.
So bad. Okay. Well, good. You know what you're in for.
Yep.
I'm ready. Dan, tell us about your character who apparently, I'm told, can still love.
No. D800 does not know love. I only know death. D800 is a Thorkolian cyborg. He is created to kill, and that is it. To hunt down his target until it is dead. The only thing he needs is your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
And I see you made the token with I always forget the name of it. You like to always talk about this.
Yes.
And I use it all the
I
time.
use Hero Forge's subscription to create my tokens.
He looks kind of almost like a certain Terminator, but with a beard.
Something like that.
Okay. That's because
That's why he only needs your motorcycle and boots and clothes.
Fair enough. Mike, what about Dr. Merryweather?
Yes, Dr. Merryweather Benson Mum III, also a Aurorian from Gaia, very into the alchemy and dabbling in the arcane at some point, but not yet. He does have that trick knee, so he does carry that his cane around with him.
And you'll tell me when your knee gives you a problem.
That's correct. Or if you want to give me a problem, you can say, "Hey," and give me more possibilities.
Yeah, that's a struggle for me.
I'll just tell you when.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, unless there's a chase, in which case Rod's just going to be like, yeah, that's the trick knee problem.
I still get to choose, though. So
Yeah, that's
whether
true.
Accept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That's a different game where you can do that. Come by Monday nights for that. We're not going to talk about that right now, though, because this is Torg.
Yes, he does have his bandolier of alchemical potions. 6 potions now, and his trusty Webley.
And then finally, Robert, can you tell us about Dagon, if you would, please?
Yeah, Dagon is a dwarf with red hair that has been put into dreadlocks. He actually is fairly, neatly shaved. He is dressed right now in techno demon hide, and he has, and he also has a big tool belt that he always carries with him. He does have a mask now, so he can be a masked hero. Or at least he now will pull the mask out. In this adventure, he also has a bandana that seems to be very electronic and has little earpieces that go in for his ears. A dart gun pistol and what looks to be very electronic, very weird science gloves.
So, right, because you went with the gadgeteer, so you've made a few things. The impact hammer though and the elf sprayer, you're carrying those around?
Well, the elf sprayer and the net launcher, I don't have the hammer. I don't know if I'm carrying them around yet. I mean, we're going into the living land, so probably not.
Okay. Not going to be a 4-case contradiction then.
Oh, I have the demon hide, so I'll probably be a 4-case contradiction. And once I start getting the occult implants, I'll definitely be a 4-case contradiction.
And you may as well then bring what you got.
Exactly.
Oh, the impact hammer and elf sprayer. Is that a wish list I see on the equipment?
No, I take that back. I did get the impact hammer.
Okay.
I just never put it in because it's a huge hammer and I don't think I can wield it.
Yeah.
But for my limitations, my weird science, that one,
Yep.
I must be healthy. I cannot use it as a multi-action, and it fatigues afterwards. So I have fatigue. With my gadgeteer, I get 3 gadgets, and a mishap occurs on a 1 to 4 instead of a 1 to 2. And when a mishap occurs, I become very vulnerable.
Okay. You'll help. You, Jim, hopefully you'll help me remember. Sorry, guys, I'm going to be yawning a lot. It's been a long week at work.
Yeah,
No problem.
I will help you remember my limitations and when I disconnect, because I'm honest about it.
Yeah. No. I know you both are. That's why I said help me remember, because I won't.
Yeah, I'll probably roll the 1 and be like, oh crap.
This is the first time I've had a character with 4 case contradictions.
Well, I guess we just have to see if you have my problem then. Here's hoping. All right, so you've all read the blurb. Any of you have any requisitions, purchases, etc., from either Living Land or Core Earth, since you'll be in Miami?
The doctor would like to get some of the Xanit algae, which helps with stealth. So we'll see if we can persuade our way into... No. It was a 13.
Yeah. They're worried you'll turn it into some horrible concoction, bring it back to the Living Land, to Aurora. It'll fall into the hands of the Gaunt Man. And all of a sudden, everyone will be like, here's some Xanid algae. And really what it'll be doing is consuming your soul. Best to nip that one in the bud.
I assume that was it was doing that anyway. So.
I might try to get some of that requisition, some Gara juice lotion. It looks like sunblock, and it's a 10.
It's basically sunblock.
Yeah.
They'll give all of you that. The Living Land in Miami, we'll call that one a given.
Yeah, that's why I was going with it.
We'll also give you some SPF 3000, since, again, it's Miami.
I mean, I'm used to the Nile. There's a lot of sun there, but even Miami is a little more than that.
It is, and it's Florida, and as we all know, Jim, Florida's a horrible place.
Indeed.
Jim's Florida man, by the way, guys, in case anyone was not aware.
That's why I moved out of there and still trying to move north. Georgia might be too close.
All right. Anyone else?
Can't say that I can think of anything at this point in time.
All right. Well, you're already in Miami.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm wealthy. I'm buying a mobile phone outright, and I'm going to do what we always do when we go into the Living Lands. I'm going to try to requisition a law rocket.
Well, you're also going to be in Miami, so they might be a little less likely to say yes to that.
So 2 law rockets. Since we're in Miami.
Okay, I am favored on this since I'm wealthy.
Well, that's for purchasing. Requisitions are different.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Purchasing, you might have the money to buy one. What do they cost?
300, so I can just buy that outright.
Parentheses, that's less. That's the 14 or less.
Yeah.
So you should be able to get that fairly easily. All right. We've already taken care of the cards. We've taken care of Cosm cards. Someone suggests you build one.
Oh, yes. I've been thinking about that.
Actually, that's why they're worried if you get law rockets, who knows what you'll build.
Yes.
All of a sudden they're like, hey, did you see that movie with this missile called the Jericho? We don't know what'll happen.
Well, now that we've officially started, Rod, and this is when you want it to happen, I'm going to let you have it.
Oh, okay. You have a dino attack that is going to happen at some point somewhere.
Or it'll be some sort of noise.
All right, so let me put some names on these.
What's a Living Land adventure without a dino attack?
And I don't know if you
jumping out of noise.
Living Land adventure without a dino attack is quick.
Yeah, and I don't know if you want me to go in and just disconnect from the persuasion roll. So
no.
Okay.
I thought about it, but no. All right. Could be doing that all night. It's early already. All right, so Mike, that was Merryweather.
Correct.
Okay. Ibis, and I'm just going to copy those. Because I like to see those on every table I go to, just so that I can remember to do something. Excellent.
And I believe we get the possibility from what's that sound immediately, correct? Because it's not.
When I do the roll, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, when you do the roll.
Yeah, I promise I will not forget to give them back to you guys. You can count on that.
Get those possibilities.
Yeah, because you said you were going to get it ready, and you were going to put it out, and I could play it when I was ready, right?
Exactly.
So I'm not ready.
No.
Yeah, you got to officially be close enough to have the dino attack.
Yeah, right now that's not going to happen yet. There's a mosquito that's gotten in. I got it. Good. So you've arrived in Miami. It's hot. There is a screech. You're getting out. You've gotten all your gear. You're probably. They might have sent you overland instead of.
What the hell just happened? Oh.
So there's a screech of tires, acrid smell of burning rubber as some black SUVs kind of pull up near you. You would all be aware, prior to having arrived here, that it's pretty much emergency and military vehicles only that are really going to have gas. The city is on gas rations. I understand that's a little on the nose for those of us who are in the Southeast. But in this case, it's because, it's rationed in Miami. Miami is a hard point and is, for the most part, retaining most of core Earth reality within the living land. A large portion of Miami, specifically where all of you will be, is a mixed zone. From the vehicle, there will be more than one. Come a few men in black suits and sunglasses and no sense of humor. And you are all able to very easily draw the conclusion that they must be federal agents. They will show you their badges, ask for your identities, kind of, verify that you are Storm Knights, etc. One of them in charge is Special Agent Nielsen. And he'll kind of turn to all of you and say, we are working with the Delphi Council. We are told to join you in your mission to secure a person of importance. And if you care to hop in the vehicles, we can get underway. And I have some documents for you once we're en route. This way, if you would, please.
Of course.
I go hop in the vehicle,
Gentlemen.
literally taking him at his word.
Yep. So most of the agents get in the other one. He goes with you guys and hands you a fairly large, sealed manila envelope. I assume that you'll eventually, open it and read it. We have received intel that Father Albert Martinez is being targeted for assassination by unknown forces. Father Martinez is an influential voice in the Miami community, calming the populace and inspiring many to do their part in resisting the invaders. His death would be a blow to the morale of the city. There is a concern that Baruch Ka is behind the attack, but the information is unclear on this point. Once you secure Father Martinez, the FBI agents will escort him to a safe house. At that time, you are expected to determine who is behind the assassination. This mission is alpha clearance, but the Cassandra Division has tagged it as potentially problematic. Stay alert and good luck. And of course it is, does have the Delphi Council seal.
What is this potentially problematic mean? Anyone else ever seen this before?
So
It means there's going to be trouble.
Oh, I thought that was standard operating procedure for all of our missions. There's always trouble.
Yes.
Special Agent Nielsen. My men and I are here to do our best to decrease the trouble. Hopefully, you'll be able to secure the asset, and we'll protect him.
Do we know where this Father Martinez is?
Yes, we are actually heading there now.
Ah,
His church.
well done. Ah, church holy ground. That'll make it easier.
Why would that be?
Everything froze for me.
Everything froze
Oh.
for.
Okay.
If you're talking about Zoom, yeah, it froze for me a second ago.
Really?
I mean, the sound stopped, and all of a sudden it all came back. So I don't know.
Well, I've gotten.
I'm back now, so
Okay, right.
that was weird.
I'm glad. Yeah, all we heard was everything froze for me, and I was like, "Was that in character? I don't think it was."
We're in Miami. Nothing frozen.
No, isn't there like an ice truck killer here? Anyway, I know that one was really vague and old.
Yes.
It's fine. I don't care.
So we're on the way to this church where the father is. Is he under observation right now, or?
No, we came to pick you up first. We're on our way to help him now.
Well,
You're on our way to help him now.
Well done, Special Agent Nielsen.
Thank you. You're very complimentary.
Oh yes.
How did the information come to you that he was a potential target?
Well, that's difficult to explain. And so I understand this may be hard for some of you to believe, but we actually received the information from a Delphi Council psychic. Now, I can understand why you might be a little reticent to believe in psychic abilities. And, prior to this whole invasion, I was as well. But this particular psychic has seen a number of things and has been quite right. She's very good. And so we're definitely going to put our trust in what she said. And you all can tell he believes this, but he knows, you probably get the feeling he's had conversations about this psychic with other FBI agents and gotten eye rolls at best. So he seems a little awkward about it.
Well, I am glad that your psychic was able to be very specific to you. Usually most psychics I talk to speak in such vague uncertainties that it is hard to decipher what they actually are meaning.
Yes, about that. She said that she saw that that Martinez's death was coming at the hand of creatures that looked like a Dinos but weren't, and couldn't be more precise because, quote, and he opens a little notebook, cold blackness laid over the scene like a shroud, closes his book. So, I guess there was some...
that sounds more psychic-like.
Yeah.
Sounds more like a prophecy.
Somebody covered the camera.
Somebody what?
Somebody covered the camera.
Oh, that was out of character. I mean, in character. Check. Sorry. Cameron, I'm like, no, it's working.
Well, those Delphi Council members from Cassandra are quite bang up to the elephant. Well done, them.
He kind of looks at you. He has no clue what you mean. I do. And actually, I'm fairly sure Liam would as well, which means that everything is A-okay. It's exactly as it should be. And I only know this because I, too, have done a web search for Victorian slang and phrases to use.
Oh, I use this. I use it personally every day.
Okay. By the way, I think you have a bridge that you were wanting to sell me. You had mentioned that earlier.
In Brooklyn, we'll talk later. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to invest in that area. All right. So I think at this point they are going to get you to the scene of the potential might be a crime at some point. Yes? No?
Yep, sounds good.
Yes.
He says when they get there, his men will secure the church. That's kind of where they expect things to be going down. If you could take the rectory, just search it, make sure it's clear.
Sure. One last question. Have we told the father that we're coming to get him? Or is he completely unaware of this entire plot?
Unfortunately, we didn't get any answer when we were dialing. I had some of my men trying to do that. That's why. And you guys are actually traveling really fast through town. You know, and so he'll even say that's kind of why we've been moving so quickly.
Understood. Good plan.
Yeah, we had to get you, otherwise there was no chance of success. I'm told. You know.
Again, well done.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. We'll do this. We'll do that. And you know, we'll do that too. Because that'll be fun. For me. All right, so the FBI SUVs pull up into the church. FBI rolls out in typical Hollywood fashion, heading for the church. Right, weapons already out, 2x2, shouting at each other. The sirens were on. You know, all the stuff that you would expect real police wouldn't do when they're trying to sneak up on someone, but these guys do it because it's a movie. That sort of stuff. And they point you where in the direction of the rectory so that you can, investigate. Which of you typically is kind of the lead investigator?
I don't think this character has met all the others, so.
I'm usually in front of everyone protecting them, but I wouldn't call myself the lead investigator.
Okay, but when you get to the rectory and it's a small 2-story building, and the front door is slightly ajar, you would be going in first.
Yes.
Okay.
And I should note that my bandana has hyper hearing and sixth sense. So.
Noted.
I made your day. I'm so happy.
Yeah, the rod sigh of disappointment.
All will be
No,
well.
I wasn't disappointed, technically.
Oh, it didn't look that way.
So, yeah, you can see as you're going in, small 2-story building, obviously made of concrete. 2 stories, which makes it pretty big down here. Receptionist desk, supplies, papers, stuff like that. The windows are all open, and there's actually a little bit of a breeze coming in. Apparently, there must be an energy shortage because the lights are not on, the power is not on, the air conditioning is not on.
Ugh. Extra stuffy.
Yeah.
Like an oven in here.
Well, but the windows are open.
Oh, okay.
So it's an oven with a tiniest bit of a breeze.
So almost a convection oven.
Almost a convection oven. I'll take your word for it. You grew up in Florida. So as you kind of go in, you can see where the stairway would lead to the second floor. And then, normally, you wouldn't realize this is coming. However, one of you has apparently super hearing and hears what sounds like the kind of fleshy sound of feet on stone, on asphalt, as things are running towards you. They will probably burst into the window just as you are getting prepared for them because, you hear
Be prepared. We're about to be attacked.
Yeah.
It's cinematic.
Yeah, you don't even need to worry about the alertness. let me bring you over to this page. Here we go. And how many of these do I get? Ooh, I get a bunch. I like getting a bunch. So they are going to burst in. You know what? I need to move this over here. Through the windows. And then a couple coming in from behind. How many is that? 10? Yeah, 10 seems. 10's a good number. Right? 10 seems like a good number to you? Whoa.
Yeah, sure.
Exactly.
Was it 2 apiece?
Yep.
Standard torque, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I guess we're ready to go. Something, by the way. Well, we'll cover that in a moment. All right. Puny tricks. The intimidate skill can be used as the defense against any type of interaction this round. And the heroes will go first, and after that, the villains will be fatigued. So let's get that ready. And yes, there's something looks a little bit off about them. All right, who would like to go first?
I will go ahead and just cast Mage Hands and potentially draw my Kopesh.
All right, so getting ready. I don't think that's going to do it, is it?
No, it's not. So I'll give you one of these.
2 shock. All right, being 2 shock's not a big deal.
No, I'm gonna play one. Oh.
Ready? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna want this for a little bit. So.
All right.
Excellent. Much better. Now I will draw my Kopesh.
All right. So Ibis says pull the weapon out. Do you have a second weapon?
My
Or
magic.
if I get close enough to attack you, am I attacking you're unarmed?
I mean that's up to you. If you're getting close enough, I'm bringing the sword closer to fight you with it. But you tell me either way.
Oh, it doesn't matter. The numbers all the same.
My numbers are all the same. So.
Irrelevant. All right, who's up? Whose turn?
I will go next. I'm going to walk forward here. I'm going to target these 3 gentlemen right here to try to trick them. I will take my gun out and say, duck!
Okay.
Give the old -4 try. And you know what? I'm going to give you one of these too, because I would really like to trick them.
Excellent. I love trading possibilities for cards.
Last roll was an 8. So I believe that is a good success.
All right. So
Let's make them. I would actually like to make them vulnerable and stymied.
bit of both.
A little bit column A, a little bit column B. And I'm going to draw my card.
Okay. All right. Who would like to go next?
I will go ahead, and I'm kind of in the middle of everybody, so I am going to attempt to throw up a ward enemy.
Now they don't. I mean, they look like a Dinos.
Yeah, they're demons to me. So
Okay.
it looks like I did that twice, but 20 would be an outstanding success.
Yep. Ooh, that's a wall of text.
Yeah, I need to get rid of half of it apparently.
That's fine.
Well, I think
I
roll
don't
20
care. Look, you know my big thing. I don't care what people do as long as I can make fun of them for it. We do that, we'll always be good. All right, D800 and Dagon are left.
Well, I do not have the elf sprayer with me. That's out in the car, but I do have my net launcher, and it's
Okay.
medium blast, and I want to hit these 3 with the shock net.
Go for it.
So, yeah, it's a medium blast, so I don't have to worry about minuses. And I disconnect.
Nice.
So apparently he does have your problem, Rod.
Welcome to my world. I
Yes.
want to tell you, I feel bad for you. I really do.
So, seeing the failure to launch the net, the 800 will turn to the 3 that are vulnerable, and I guess I'll go ahead and shoot them.
Okay.
So with that, it's still a -2. Right. So
So if you're shooting, it would be normally a -4, but yeah, they're all vulnerable.
all right. So let's
Yeah.
see. Where's their dodge? It's a 10. It's not going to do it. So I guess I'll be like everybody else and play one.
Nice. Round 1, ladies and gentlemen. 3 possibilities. Delicioso.
Last roll was an 8. All right, 15. That gives me a good success, so 1 BD.
Yep. What's your minimum damage?
With 1 BD will be 14.
All right, they'll all go down.
All right, so
So give me a find roll if you would. You can all do this at this point.
15.
So a couple things you're going to notice. First, it kind of splooches in when it hits them, making, you're used to bodies hitting bullets. Bullets hitting bodies. And, well, these just sounded a lot more wet. Additionally, with a good success, you can see that they have webbed fingers and some turquoise pigment on their body. You may have heard of blue spinodinos, which have the ability to breathe underwater. This area is probably definitely a little out of their element. Did anyone hit outstanding?
Yes.
You got a
Of course.
21.
You think you hear combat around the back portion of the church grounds as well. So this is not the only place that something is going on.
Well, if they got past the FBI and got in here without the FBI getting in a fight, then they're shitty.
Or the FBI went to a different building and figured you were going to be just fine. All right. Well, you've taken care of a few of them. Now it is my turn. All right. They all take some fatigue, and I will track that in a moment. Ibis, 2 of them will come for you. D800. You can enjoy these 2. Dagon, I guess you can have 2.
Okay.
And who's this in the back? That's going to be the chaplain, can also have 2. Dr. Merryweather, by dint of superior position, you'll be fine.
I was in the military, you know.
All right, so that's going to be straight up attack on you. I'm going to have a +1 here. I'm going to have a +1 there. I'm going to have a +1 there. So, Dagon.
Yes.
I have rolled the wrong thing. Armed combat. No, I have rolled the right thing. Ah, here it is. This is the problem. That block is wrong. I have to take note of that so I can port it back over to the ball later. So that is actually 2 points higher. An 11, does an 11 hit you?
An 11 just hits me.
Okay. So this thing bites you. Its breath is absolutely awful, by the way.
Okay.
And it is only doing 12 damage.
Okay. That's 2, so I take shock.
Excellent. And you'll also notice it says poisoned.
Yes.
So you are feeling a little bit green.
Okay.
All right, Ibis. That's a 12, and it did explode. Apparently, it did not fix those things, so let me redo that. But a 12, I know, is nowhere near Ibis. D800, you're fine. And the last for the chaplain. 13 for the chaplain. So I'm reading your lips, and I think you said that's a hit.
Good success.
Oh, a good success. That's even better. 13. You're muted again, I'm afraid.
Am I?
Yeah. Do you have push to talk or something, maybe?
Is this any better?
I mean, we're
Well, I
hearing
mean,
you.
I hear you.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's the
So,
Yeah.
probably. I am going to spend a possibility to soak that wound.
Really? Oh, that would be a wound.
Yeah, I have no strength.
Ooh. Okay, go for it.
So I soak.
You do. And I think there's a possibility about to hit the table.
Yes.
Let's not forget that part. I believe you've all played cards into your hands at this point, into your pools, hopefully at this point. All of them have taken fatigue. Those of you that they got close enough to bite, they have absolutely horrible breath. Like it smells like it's rotting somehow. So that's fun. All right. We're going to ignore the situational text on this one. Shattered blades. Any weapon used this round gains a malfunction range of 1 to 4 and breaks on a malfunction. However, I did just say, based off my roll, we were ignoring that center text, didn't I?
Mhm.
Yes, you did.
But it was
Yes,
still
you
nice
did.
to hear your worry, Jim.
Yeah, you didn't even have to tell me what the rest of it was. Just shattered blades, and I was like, son of a...
I know, I heard you. That's why I read it. It warmed the cockles of my heart, and that takes some doing. The heroes will go first and will flurry. The approved action is taunt. So who'd like to go?
I will swing my sword at the one on me and the 2 on the chaplain.
Okay. Hey, real quick, do you get distracted easily? The 3 Adinos who are over here who were killed last round seem to be dissolving. Would that distract you? Never. It's not important. You keep going. Take your turn.
It would probably distract Merryweather because he's right there.
Rod, just a quick thing. What's my reconnect difficulty?
It's
10?
you're in a mix zone.
So 10.
Yep, 10. You're
So
good.
I reconnect. Okay.
Oh, crap. I almost screwed up. You guys did technically start in a mixed zone, and you were outnumbered.
So we should already
Yes,
have a
so
card
we-
in our hand.
We should have 2 cards in our pool.
You have 2 cards in your pool. That's going to be difficult for me to remember. Which is funny, because when we were in that one act that you kept running, Lehman,
You remembered it every time.
I remember
Every
it every time.
It's the side of the screen you're on, Rod. That's all it is. All right.
It's just there's more stuff to remember over here.
Right. A 15 is a good hit
Okay?
on them. I'm minimum 15 before the bonus dice.
Okay. And you had, how many did you attack?
3. The 1 on me and the 2 on the chaplain.
Oh, okay, so kind of moving back to help him here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's their mage-handed sword, so I didn't have to move. But yeah.
Yeah, all right. All right, so you're done.
Yes.
Who's next?
Let's see. What's intimidation on these guys? Is it 10?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna try to taunt the 2 that are on Dagon.
Sure.
I'm not very good at that, but I'm gonna try anyway.
Right.
So. Yep, not very good at all.
No, not at all. But, you know, it's fine. You guys are going to flurry, and it's okay to go for a card. All right, Doctor, Chaplain, and Dwarf are left. By the way, it's funny, we have both an elf and a dwarf here in this party. Neither of them know. Both are from the Nile.
Yep.
That's how that happens.
Yeah.
Let's see. The doctor is going to taunt both of these. So pick on someone your own size, you demonly lizards, or wizards. They could be wizards. I don't know. Let's give us. So I will. Let's make them both vulnerable.
I assumed as much. I believe that'll draw you a card, and you're done.
Yep.
You are left.
I am going to pull out my KK-8. I'm sorry, my pistol.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot them. I'm going to go in and shoot both of them since they're vulnerable, and they'll make it even.
Okay. And by the way, I just gave you a point of shock. You're welcome.
Oh, no problem.
I didn't want you to have
Thank
to
you.
worry about keeping track of
Now,
that.
I will say he is a little distracted by these, things turning to goo, and he's really wanting to see how it starts if he hits them. So,
Okay.
I am going to go in and spend a possibility because I really want to see how these things dissolve.
Yeah,
and
I will
hopefully
point
collect
out
some
as
of the
well.
goo.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. 10
Connects.
connects. But let's see. They've been dropping when the damage was up to 15, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You're about to flurry, though.
That's true. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay.
So how much?
So I do 13 damage.
All right. So they've taken shock.
Okay.
All right, Chaplain.
So I will damn these two here and invoke a miracle.
Oh, damning them is the miracle, I assume.
No, it's a crucifixion, but I did really bad.
So you take shock.
So I will take.
Do you want to?
Yes.
Let's see. Do you want a second chance? Try it again.
Well, he's about to flurry.
Well, all right.
All right. You should all play cards into your pool, and who would like to flurry first?
These look handled over here, so Dr. Merryweather will walk to the side here and say, "You two, you seem to be ugly and smelly."
Actually, they all smell like they're rotting. Like as if they've been eating rotted, spoiled food.
Ooh. Does anyone have a glory in their pool?
No.
I mean, you only rolled a 20.
Well, true, but just in case, I need to know. Okay. So they will take. Let's see. Let's make them both very vulnerable.
All right. There they go.
Dagon was again going to try to shoot the two in front of him.
Go for it.
Uh, 13.
That
This
will connect.
time, I'm going to add an action so that I can get a good result on that.
Yep. You're going to give me a bonus die on each?
Yep.
Is your bonus die going to get you to 15 automatically or no?
No, it'll get me to 14.
Okay.
So 15 and 16.
Yep, they go down. And yeah, it looks like they go down and they're not melting as quickly as these ones over here, but
Okay. I'm still going to take out a test tube and scoop it up next round. So
understood. All right. So, Mr. Creepy is done. Who's next?
Let's see. I'm using an Alpha Blaster, so I'm just going to shoot these two that are in front of me.
Right?
And
Pistol,
that's-
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be a +2 with the whatever. So it's going to be a 16.
Yep, that's a good.
Yes.
And I think an Alpha is what, 16 damage or something?
No, Alpha Blaster's only 13.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead, give us some rolls.
I think you're thinking of the rifle rod.
That may be.
There's a 15 for that one. And 17 for that one.
All right. Well, that was pretty quick.
Yeah, I will put the sword on my back and start moving towards where we heard the other fight, so we can. Hopefully, it's not where our target is. You know, I just want to. Is it like outside the building you said, or just in the back of the building?
Yeah, it was definitely outside the building, and in fact, Dagon, you probably hear it as well. It's definitely pretty loud to you because you have that supersonic hearing or whatever it is. So, who had not yet gone? If they'd like, they can kind of move outside and begin assessing the situation.
I had not
Yeah,
yet
I will.
gone, so.
All right.
I had not either, so.
All right, so you are. So it sounds like then I'm going to move Dagon and Dr. Merryweather kind of up here. The three of you come out.
That would be the
No.
priest. Merryweather did his thing.
Oh, sorry.
He taunted.
I am going to mix the two of you up a lot. And kind of rushing towards all of you is this large, putrid-looking creature. It is not. It says infected. It's not. It is tainted. So what would you like to do about that?
Same combat, so I still have the sword in hand?
Not just that. It's the same round.
Alright, then I would like to... Actually, you know what? It's kind of far away, right? Or is it...
It's probably, looking at it, it's probably in charge range.
Okay, because yeah, the mage hand's range is only 25 meters, so...
It's probably, it's within that.
Alright, well, you know what? I don't necessarily know if I like it right now, so I'm just going to cast lightning at it first.
Just to see what happens?
Just to see what happens.
If you feel that you must.
Yeah, but I'm concentrating, so...
Ooh, -2.
And I will just disconnect.
Ouch.
Nice.
Do you want?
Hey,
do
Dan,
you
you got
want
that
the second chance?
Drops to the ground.
I would like to use that second chance. What do you want for it, Dan?
Whatever you want to give me. Either I'll use it or I'll trade it to somebody else.
There you go.
Hey, card to get rid of.
Yeah, that was kind of why I gave it to you. Alright. Because honestly, Rod, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that second chance, and then I'm going to master plan it. So I'll just give you the master plan.
I don't know. I didn't see a second chance hit the board. But you're not from Darkhold, so I guess I don't need to worry about trust but verify right now, do I?
What are you trying to say, comrade?
What?
What are you trying to say, comrade?
Trust but verify. It's a Russian phrase. I mean, I know everyone likes to say, "Oh no, that came from Reagan," but he actually stole it from the Russians. It's kind of funny since he parroted it back at them.
I don't suppose anybody happens to have like a willpower, do they?
No.
I have a supporter,
Ooh.
and I am there, so.
Do you mind telling me to do a little better on my lightning bolt?
Oops, I threw the wrong one down, sorry. Okay. There we go.
Awesome. All right, so that will make it an 11 rod on his 9 dodge.
Yeah.
So 16 points of damage, AP4.
16 AP4. All right, I will take shock. What?
No, that's fine.
Right? I mean, you can see it has, what's the toughness? Oh,
Blank.
it's not showing.
Blank.
Toughness is
Whatever
8.
you want it to be.
No, just an 18.
All right, that's fine.
But it did, you did do 2 shocks, so that was pretty good. Good for you. All right.
Well done.
So I believe you are done. Who is next?
I guess I will go up here and get close to it because I have to be within 10 meters.
So kind of exiting the building with the rest of them.
Yes.
Yeah. 'cause
Well, I was right
Dr.
behind.
Dr. Merryweather was up here with Dagon, right?
No, it was me, the chaplain.
Oh, who went outside? I thought these 3 were the ones going outside.
Oh no, because D800 had already gone inside too, because he's the one that shot the
Oh
last.
yeah,
one.
you're right. Okay, I can't keep track of anything.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I would have stepped out of the building to go out and investigate, but basically I stopped at the building to just lightning bolt it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went the. So, us 2.
Yeah, it's. And Dr. Merryweather had already gone.
Man, I am not rolling good today.
I'm gonna do this.
What? I'm confused.
I am going to use this card to get a possibility that I will then use to.
You sure? Nemesis gives you 3 possibilities if you want to wait.
Yeah, I do. I do not want a nemesis. There we go.
All right. So what is that? Is against dodge, which is a 9, so that's outstanding. What's that going to do?
16
And 2 BD.
AP4 and 2 BD.
Great damage, huh? That's a lot of damage. All right, bring it on.
And the toughness is.
You're going to consider it a 14.
14.
AP4. All right, 1 wound, 2 shock taken. I believe that was all of you.
Yep.
So it is going to charge. Who was it that was closest?
It would have been me. Because I would have had to been closer.
Yep, it is going to charge you. This is going to be an all-out attack, because, living land.
Sorry,
Oh, it's
Chaplain.
gonna mess.
I should have gotten in front.
Well,
9?
a 9 is a standard hit.
Oh, okay. Well, it's only 14 damage.
So I will spend another possibility to
Excellent.
soak. And I will soak.
You will. All right. Has everyone played their card for the flurry? Right. So it would have been you started with 1, played around the 1 on the second round, so you'd be up to 4 minus whatever you've spent.
Yep.
Good. All right. What's the situation? The spirit's roused. Anyone who is stymied or vulnerable suffers 2 shock. Well, that's only me since I had charged. I said. So I will take the 2 shock. None of you are stymied or vulnerable. The heroes will go first, and the villain will be fatigued. So let me take my fatigue. All right, this thing's not looking great. But it is now kind of up in your grill.
Yep. Since it's in melee, I will definitely come up a little bit on it. I will come up on it, get up on it, and I will attack it with the sword.
All right, and maneuver and taunt are approved, by the way.
Ooh, actually, that's a better idea. I will maneuver it as well as attacking it with the sword. Which my maneuver is technically lower.
Okay.
So I'll roll that.
That's not terrible.
No,
That
he
is,
can be.
that's good.
Yeah, since he's already very
Yep.
vulnerable, he can be very stymied.
That draws you a card.
And I am one higher on my melee weapons, so that's a 17 to hit him. So it's
17
good.
is going to be a good hit.
Yep. Ugh.
It's
More
okay.
shock.
I took 2 shock
I know.
and passed out.
Oh, nice.
Well, the fatigue and then the extra spirits being roused here was 4 points of shock he took before you guys even acted. I assume you'd like to finish him?
Yes.
Yeah. So, assuming you guys do, similar to the Adinos, begins to melt. Very, very disturbing. Very, very creepy. And I have put Living Land possibilities there for each of you, and have discarded the Dino attack.
Huzzah.
Yeah, you know, I was like, so I can just add it and get it over with? Let's do that. That's a good idea. Let's do that.
That's why I always like to give that up front, because then it's just like, whenever it makes sense to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it works just fine here, and it doesn't have it. That added what, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes at best,
Yeah.
Yep.
as opposed to later on where everyone starts trying to figure out what they're going to do. Here, it speeds it up a little bit. All right. Any of you have any way to deal with poison?
I have medicine. I am a doctor after all.
Yeah, I think medicine. Takes the medicine skill is like takes a minute or something. But go ahead and roll. That'll probably help him when he has to deal with the poison.
Mm-hmm.
Meantime, Robert, why don't you take 5 shock for me?
Well, I'm going to play a card.
Oh, are you? What's that? Okay. So you're going to keep your shock where it is. Check.
Yep.
At least I can diagnose you and say, yep,
No, it's definitely some sort of poison.
obviously the plague.
All right. Well, did you give me a medicine roll?
It is there. It is a 15.
Okay.
I rolled well.
Yep. So I will take your medicine roll instead of his strength for the poison.
Thank you.
I don't think the rules strictly say that, but otherwise it just seems like medicine's not super useful.
Whereas first aid is really useful.
Yeah, first aid is the better
Yeah.
one too.
Yeah, medicine is just, if you happen to have wounds from day to day, they might get a little bit better.
Mm.
So, to me, dealing with poison, that seems fair.
Yeah, because just diagnosing the poison and being like, yes, you're poisoned, and I can tell you what poison, but I can't do anything about it.
Can't do anything
Really
about
makes sense.
it.
Right.
So, all right, what would you like to do at this point?
Go find
The father, yes.
the father.
So going
Or
back
at
into
least
the
go
building,
in and search around some more.
the Dinos are all gone. There's just basically these puddles of honestly, black soggy jello. You know, the jiggle is gone because they're dead.
Well, it's hot out and Jello doesn't last long.
It is. Dagon, you stayed inside.
Yes.
So you will have noticed some long, thin, white worms that seem to be trying to crawl away from the puddles.
With tweezers, collect a couple and put them into a test tube.
Okay. So, you pick it up with the tweezer, and the thing's kind of trying to bend around and attach itself to your hand.
Ugh.
You
Then
said
just
you were
drop
wearing
the-
gloves, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah, he always has gloves.
Okay. You're fine.
Okay.
Now what?
These things were infested with worms.
Mm-hmm. They absolutely were.
We must find this.
The dinosaur as well.
We must find this this father quickly.
Yes, this is not the place that we should stay.
And then I thought the cold was bad.
So, searching around, I assume you go upstairs,
Yes.
bursting into a fairly small sleeping chamber. There is a traditionally dressed Roman Catholic priest. He is kneeling and praying and looks up at all of you with what looks like a bit of a relieved smile.
Come with me if you want to live.
So, thank you. Felt a sudden sense of something dangerous and unholy and prayed for deliverance. It seems you have come.
Yes, you should gather anything you can need to grab quickly so that we can get out of here.
Did all of you go upstairs? Anyone stay downstairs?
Dagon would stay downstairs because he's more interested in the goo.
So you hear someone actually coming from the opposite side, like you're kind of on this side of the rectory. You hear someone coming towards you because, you know, the hearing thing.
Yeah.
And it is a large, futurist, you know, a man who's holding this large, futuristic-looking pistol, kind of dressed in, well, you would probably recognize cyberpapal styles.
Okay.
Sishun goes, bonjour, you are, I do not think that you are the priest.
Oh, no, we've already saved him.
Oh, bien. I am Michel Laurent. I have, there were the dinos outside, they were squishy.
Yes.
I killed them. I've come to help the father.
Well, thank you, but I think we have everything in hand.
If you do not mind, I would like to introduce myself.
Oh, of course. I think it's a good thing to probably introduce you.
Which way is here?
This way.
So I guess the dwarf escorts what is quite obviously a cyberpapal knight wearing the garb of the cyberpapal church up the stairs.
Obviously, he is the assassin.
And seeing all of you, oh, bonjour. You are Father Albert Martinez? Priest nods. Father Martinez, I am Michel Laurent. I am from the church in France. And Avignon has sent me to see what aid I can give to you here in Miami against the invaders, the Adinos.
Sir, how do you come about this information?
Well, I was told to report here to see if Father Martinez wished to help. We have heard of his good word on radio, and I've been dispatched to lend help as I am able.
You're a very popular man, Father.
Because I don't think I'm popular, but we're giving hope to people. That's popular. And if in some small way I'm able to do that, then let's not confuse the messenger with the message.
Understood. And I subtly, and by subtly, I am not subtle at all, step in between the cyber papacy guy and the father and basically say, I thank you for coming to help, but we have had words that there are people that wish to harm upon the father. So we are here to protect him. So I do not know you.
Très bien, très bien. This is good. His Holiness values men of God, men of peace. He wishes them to remain safe in the dangerous times. I will assist you in protecting Father if you are willing.
Well, I'm always willing help, but just understand, since we do not know each other, we should keep.
Oh, you see, in French, pulls out some documents. He goes, see, I am Michel Laurent. I'm with Czech police.
I look to the father and say, and basically, do you know this man?
So I've never met him before, but I've heard a few disturbing things about the Cyber Papal Church in France. I don't believe you recognize Rome. We know Rome, but there are disagreements. It is the Church in Rome. There is some error, but as Christians, I believe we can work this out. I would like to tell you about the church.
I don't believe this is the time or place.
Oh, yes, you said you are in danger. I am willing to help. Lead the way.
Well, let us get out of this building.
Yes.
Okay.
Where there are clearly people being attacking.
Okay.
So, escort the father downstairs.
Okay. So the FBI is coming over. We heard gunfire. The church is clear.
It is
And
now.
being the cyber papal agent, they will all draw weapons. You know, and then it's the typical down on the ground, you know, that sort of thing. And believe it or not, Michel Laurent complies.
Excellent.
I am a man of peace, like Father Martinez.
Well, he hasn't attacked anyone yet, as far as we can tell.
Overreact
Being
much?
man of peace
No,
is why your
I-
form of Christianity is not proper. You must be a man of war and strength and power.
I believe that is what the church stands for. Actually, you know, I wonder if the Sacculum and the Cyber Church might get along better with each other than either would get along with Rome.
Possible.
I think it's possible.
The longer
You know-
we stay here, the more of a target we'd end up being.
Yeah, so the FBI agents agree with you, and one of them, you know, the one who was talking to you earlier, what was his name? Special Agent Nielsen. He goes, "What are we gonna do with you know, this guy?" Of course, he probably uses an unkind term for the Frenchman, which I will not repeat here.
I have an idea. He wants to help. Perhaps he can help us find the source of the target of the assassination, while you protect the father.
Well, you know, does the father is bringing hope here? Beyond the lizards, is there anyone else he may have angered?
You'll probably have to ask him that. I get what you're saying about the Frenchman helping you. The problem is, so him being here is a little bit of a diplomatic pickle.
That is your problem, not mine.
You're
Why
correct. It is my problem.
Why is it an issue?
Any visitors from abroad who are not at war with the United States are not currently deemed enemy combatants if they will cooperate in an investigation. I do have to bring him down to our office. We do have to question him.
So then why ask us what to do with him if you already have plans?
It's not that. The issue is, I'm afraid that taking him in and questioning him that SOP is going to trump protecting Father Martinez. Now,
You have 2 vehicles.
yes, let me go on. I can lend you a vehicle. I can tell you where the safe house is. You can leave the father there, drop the father there, do whatever you have to do. I don't have anyone I can task to help you, and I have to take this Frenchman off your hands. My hands are tied there. So it means that the rest of what you need to do, you'll be on your own.
You have your job to do. We have ours. We'll be fine.
All will be well.
I hope so.
Everyone has their orders. Well done, Special Agent Nielsen.
All right.
Don't get yourself killed on the way to the precinct.
All right. See, Dan, you did not successfully trigger me.
I know. I was trying, though.
I know.
You're getting better. I'm proud of you.
No, I muted it and said it. It's fine.
So he did trigger you. Just, you showed restraint a bit.
Yes, I chose to take 3 possibilities instead of 2. That's the way it worked. In fact, I should give myself some possibilities for that. Anyway, that's what I should do. Anytime Dan gets me to say a phrase that he knows I'm going to say something like that, I should get a GM possibility.
So,
only to use against Dan?
So if what you're saying is, if I'm able to trigger you and you go right on through without muting yourself, then I get those 3 possibilities.
No, I get them. I could agree to those terms, Jim. Anyway, I'm joking. So yeah, the FBI, they're going to take him. They're going to go off. They give you the address to a safe house. They will guarantee you 100% Father Martinez will be safe there. And once you get there, he'll basically tell you, what he thinks it is that's going on. By the way, the building that where they send you, it is a office building. There's cots, creature comforts, electricity, and air conditioning. And there are a few other, off-duty FBI personnel here.
You do realize this is not going to be safe.
Actually, you all believe that it will. You think that he has a pretty good chance here of being safe. This seems like a really good spot for him. Which means you can stash him here and do the rest of the investigation without having an NPC around.
I think we need to have this air conditioning in the Nile.
You have fans.
We need this air conditioning everywhere.
Yeah.
Is there a way to make this portable that I can take it with me?
Maybe in some cases, yeah. I mean, you had it in the car, so yes.
Excellent.
Car was actually much more comfortable than,
I have actually seen drivers on some shows with an actual AC unit in the passenger window. They'd be on location and they'll have the passenger window have this little bitty AC unit in it, plugged up to one of the generators nearby.
Well, I am a weird scientist. Maybe I'll make one soon.
Yeah, you can totally make one. All right. So once you're settled into the safe house, the Father Martinez will kind of give you his explanation as to what's been going on. I tried to calm and give hope to the populace, but I also use the, for lack of a better word, prestige, to warn against falling under the sway of false idols and demagogues. Many of the citizens of Miami are religious, and more so since the invasion. Besides the mainstream religions practiced here, there are other more exotic faiths, voodoo, Santeria, other groups led by charismatic leaders. Most are benign, but a few are dangerous, very dangerous even, feeding on their followers' gullibility and fear. One such man is Manny Corbo. He's a dangerous con artist who has taken advantage of the present climate of fear that has shaken the souls of the bravest of men. When Corbo said he could call on a powerful spirit to perform miracles, he garnered attention. He gathered some of the rich and powerful of Miami, I believe handpicked based on their prestige, power, and wealth. I've railed against Corbo and his group on my radio program and managed to turn some of his followers away from him. One of them told me before he left that Corbo went on this foaming at the mouth rant that before he left, he was going to make sure that I would be the target for reprisals. I didn't actually expect him to call on intruders, on invaders, that is, to do his bidding. I can tell you where he and his followers meet, so long as you're going to, well, as long as it's going to be a peaceful conversation. I could not, in good conscience, sick you on him. That would be revenge, and that would not be okay.
It'll be peaceful until it's not.
Yes, but I'm I'm hoping you will do
say
your
he
best
is a-
to be at peace with everyone.
You
And
say he
anyone
is...
who has faith in any of the various Christian faiths might pick up on that. It probably to those from the Sacculum sounds like a misquote. You know, as far as it depends on you, be at peace with everyone would definitely sound like a misquote to the Sacculum. You know.
I'm thinking more of the line of, you know, if he is consorting with demons, suffer not a witch to live.
Yeah, the Sacculum version doesn't have that first prepositional phrase, that clause, that if then. You know? It's probably more of a suffer not an accused witch to live.
Witch to live, right?
You know. So you get the j'accuse, and instantly it's a death sentence.
Yep, they would get along with the cyberpaps pretty well.
That I think they would. I really think they would. And I got to come up with a scenario for somewhere.
There's an adventure brewing in your head right now.
Yeah, that one may work. That may work better in the home game though than for TORGanized play.
Yeah.
Robert's back. Never mind. I didn't say anything.
So with the father, is he actually conjuring spirits? Possibly. There's a lot of strange things that are happening out here.
Well,
since the invasions.
I've heard things about how the living land works. It might be possible because he is outside the city limits, so he is out in the Adinos territory. So he might be, but so do the Adinos.
If he is just a con artist, then of course we will try to bring him in peacefully.
That is all I am asking you to do, is bring him in peacefully.
But if he's wielding spirits against us, bringing down the fire and brimstone, as they say, we might have to take things into a more difficult route.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
No, again, you said your name was D. Is that short for David or?
No, it's D800.
Seems more of a designation than a name, but D800. I'd like your promise that you're going to try to do the right thing, and give them a chance to use words to defend themselves. Can I get your commitment there, D800?
It's not in my programming.
I know. I'm asking you to add a corollary to your programming.
I think what we're saying is we will certainly go talk to him and tell him that he should come in and defend himself and work this out peacefully. But if he does not wish to come,
he will be terminated.
We'll
Then-
give him a strongly worded statement.
If he
That
does,
would be yes. I am. A statement would be fine,
either
but
he
not
comes in,
terminated. Not terminated. That's murder, and that is wrong.
either he comes in peacefully or he's terminated.
No, he's not under arrest. We don't know that he's done anything illegal. You're not allowed to bring him in unless he's willing. That's the law. Right? Even though you're out in the living land, this is still the United States. This is still Florida. And even though he's a man from Florida, the law still applies. Look, this guy knows where he lives, right? I mean...
Unless he sicks a gator on me.
Al, you don't have to worry. The Gators, nobody worries about them.
The Gators walk on two legs now.
As long as you don't run into any Seminoles. They're dangerous. Nobody cares about the Gators. I'm sorry. Jim likes me saying that because he's a Seminoles fan. That gentleman was actual resistance.
I was muted too, so you know.
That is funny. All right. So yes, this conversation will continue. We're not going to continue doing it, but this conversation will continue until you all have assured him that D800 is not going to go on murder rampage mission and take the guy out.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has an off button somewhere.
Once you do that, he'll tell you that they meet by the Shark Valley Visitor Center at the entrance to the Everglades National Park. It is outside Miami. And all you have to do is take US 41. It bisects the Everglades. You should be able to get there. The only issue you're going to have the time of day, it's going to take you a little while to get there. However, as long as you're not going to kill him, he'd be grateful if you talk to him sooner rather than later. Because if the FBI goes out there, people could get shot, you know.
No problemo.
Could get shot. Usually that is get shot.
Well, maybe not. Let's hope they don't.
Depends on the aim.
I guess. All right. So let's call that call that scene. So anyone who is not at 4 cards should go to 4 cards. Ooh, Dr. Merryweather.
Yes. Well, I think I'm going to drop that idea.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That could earn everybody cards.
Yes, it could. But then I also have 2 heroes, a drama, adrenaline's connection.
That's some nice cards.
Yeah, but don't worry. I will trade for that idea because I don't need this here Maelstrom.
See, there you go.
All right.
I think I'm going to drop.
And I'm going to be back in 30 seconds. I left my door open because my home office looks outside. And
don't need more mosquitoes.
No, let me take care of that.
Does anybody want to trade something for an adrenaline?
I have a willpower reality surge action in coup de grace, so I'm happy.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of this transfer and see what I get.
Well, you could take it for the adrenaline or a connection there.
I also have a
Maelstrom.
second wind that I guess I can trade with somebody if they want it. There it is. Okay, what'd I do? So yeah, I'll take the adrenaline. It's on here for that second wind. Oh, that was your adrenaline.
It doesn't.
They work.
Yeah, it's an adrenaline, so it's dropped.
All right, so everyone is at 4. Anyone recycling?
No, I'm fine with my cards.
Probably
Would have wanted that second win, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. I haven't figured out if this character needs second wins or not for my uncanny dodge because of how hard I am hard to hit, but if you hit me, I'm definitely soaking.
You're the traditional glass-jawed ninja.
Oh yeah, I'm toughness 5. 7 in denial because my mask is on. But...
All right, and you should also all clear shock. I see it looks like you still have some, Robert.
Yeah, I'll clear it.
I cleared mine.
All right, so everyone is now at the right number of cards.
Yep.
All right, and it looks like at this point you all are ready to go out to Shark Valley.
Dark Valley.
Yep. So you're probably it's going to be kind of dark by the time you're getting out there. There are a lot of cars abandoned on the road. Takes quite a while to get there. And as you're arriving, you know your car is kind of making noises. It is running out of gas. The good news is as it kind of finally quits, you are almost there. You're getting all of your stuff out of the vehicle, and right as night is falling, you hear this loud roaring noise. And for that, I am going to award you these possibilities. I am going to do something else at the same time, which is Dan and Dagon, I need you to discard those Core Earth cards you have.
Okay. Which is
And,
too bad.
Let me give you 1. And we give you 1.
Ooh.
Oh, crap. My roll 20 crapped out. Robert, if you didn't get one, you'll have to draw it. I'm afraid it won't.
I'll draw it.
Yeah. While I reload roll 20.
Oh, it says we ran out of card.
Damn it! I'd already shuffled. Like thrice. Give me a
So I'll
second.
wait till you come back in.
Hell is that?
Yeah, man, Dan. Jamie didn't get a rousing speech.
I gave you the perfect speech to add up this tag in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it might be a few words in that speech that didn't really sit well. So
I have good news. You're no longer in Core Earth. But as the sun sets,
Mm.
Oh.
It feels a little like home.
it feels too much like home. All right, so there you go. It did it again. Let me try shuffling. Did it work that time? It did. Huh. Apparently, when it wants me to shuffle, that's why the deck locks up like that every so often. I bet that's why. That's super duper weird. All right, so because you're in a Rorsch, whatever that noise was, it's probably coming. It has not arrived yet. So I'm just going to leave that noise out there, and you're hearing it periodically. I just want you to know something is coming. It'll arrive when it arrives. And, let's move you out into the Everglades as well, since you've all picked up those possibilities at this point.
Dagon, did you pick up that possibility? It looked like it was under your token. It was on the other map.
Oh, okay.
So I think you might have missed it because it got put under our tokens.
No, I have 3 possibilities, which is right. So.
And one of them is Living Land?
should have 2 living land because we've been doing 2 living lands.
Then I only have 1 living
All
land.
right, then
Yes.
hold on. There you go.
I must have missed it. Okay.
Right
Yeah,
now.
I know for me it looked like it was under my token, so I had to move my token to be able to see
Got
it.
it.
So
Got it. Oh, yeah, put it under his, too. Weird. Weird. All right. Oh, actually, I need that still. Let me bring it back. I'm giving you that possibility, but you still don't know what the sound is. I'm sorry. I like to make you wait for this sort of thing, because
Oh, yeah.
you should. The Arosh and Living Land, an amazing combination. All those things that are alive that are just kind of hostile to you because you're food, now they want to play with you first. Or spin you into a cocoon of whatever so that they can feed on you for eternity.
well,
Now,
and to be fair, that card in Aurora, it might actually not have been you rolled that nothing's coming, and it just works out better to be in Aurora and say it's still coming. Not that you would ever do that, Rod.
Oh, no, I would totally do that. I would absolutely do that. But that's the
Rod.
question. Did I? Yes.
I am bringing the Alf sprayer with me. It's just in a bag. I'll have to spend a round setting it up if I need it. So.
Okay. Well, parking in the parking lot. It is kind of dark here, and you can see a road that leads into the park. There is an observation tower, and there's looks like a path that goes into the woods towards that observation tower. And it is actually, it starts at a large parking lot, just a little bit past where your car has died. It's a bit wet out, it's kind of raining a little bit because it's cooled down enough. It is dark after all. And the folks that you see there, it looks like they are actually, armed. What would you like to do?
So I'm pretty sure that if me or D800 speaks to them, the bullets will start firing right away. So who wishes to go speak? I will stand in front.
Still not finding problem with this.
I know, but D800, we told him that we would try, so we have to try first. then do the rest.
Oh, very well. You try, then I shoot.
So who's gonna go talk?
Yeah, I'll go. I will take out my liquid light, so we have a little torchlight around us.
Be sure to stand to the side.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, you guys, you're gonna have to move on. This is a private function.
So we want to talk to this Manny Corbo, Mr. Corbo.
Yeah, Mr. Corbo's gonna be busy. Again, private function. You move along.
Unfortunately, we cannot do so, and we would need to speak with him post haste. Go fetch him, please.
So they'll swing their weapons up, pointing them at you. I don't think you understand. I wasn't asking.
I don't think you understand.
Their hands are on
Neither was I.
They have some good trigger discipline, but they've already turned off the safeties. They're pointing them right at you.
This is not going to go well, everybody. So I think I'm going to slyly reach into for a demon's breath potion and toss it at him.
Well, I think what we're probably going to do is figure out who goes first.
Exactly.
I mean, if he wishes to be accused by a father of being a crook, then so be it.
I don't think the word crook was ever used.
Con artist, that's a crook.
Oh, him. I thought you meant what you all were doing. Got it. All right, so this first round, it looks like we're going to have a living land card.
Let's see. The chaplain is still...
Their intentions. These guys are from Core Earth, so we're going to go ahead and ignore the situation because it does not make sense that they would just start shooting each other because of you. It is dark, which is why I have this token here. So unless you're an elf, you have a -2 to see. Because I don't think dwarves get that. Unfortunately, Intimidate is the approved action. You all go first, and the heroes are up. So they swing their weapons up into a firing position. And that's where we are.
So D800 will actually step between them and the chaplain to keep in between them. And I will try to intimidate.
Okay.
Pull your weapons and I will kill you all. We add that negative to... We don't add that to the intimidate, do we? It's just to shooting or any sight-based...
Anything sight-based, typically.
But I am targeting both of them, so I do need to add that. Alright. Okay, well, now I'll roll the up. Come on, give me something better than that. There we go.
How's that?
It's better.
Does...
Man, good thing it's the first round. Good night.
Yeah, you're right, because no cards are in the pool.
Yeah, somebody would have to be situationally aware.
We don't have anybody like that, do we?
Nope.
All right.
I don't think we
Guys,
have the
that's
minds.
smart.
Yeah, we don't have the minds for that.
So yeah, that's where's their intimidate? That's an outstanding.
Yeah. Well, in which case, maybe I will use this since you've gotten the player's call. Like you move towards them, they fall back and begin shooting. You know, you could possibly get them to shoot at each other. I guess. I suppose I can give you this, but it was intimidate. Go ahead, draw yourself a card. In the meantime, who's doing what? Who else?
Yes, I was fumbling in my bandolier and getting a demon's breath and going to throw it at him.
Okay.
It is a small blast.
I'll give you both.
And up. It's 19. So against their dodge, I believe that's a good hit.
All right.
So they're going to, let's see, first one's going to take
More than he can, I'm sure.
probably. It is fire based.
Okay.
So, or they have full body armor.
No.
So they're going to take an 8 toughness. They're -4. So whoosh.
And the other guy?
And the other guy is probably going to get something similar. Whoosh.
All right, and we're done.
So D800 will turn around and look at Ibis and go, "I thought we weren't supposed to kill them."
That was the leader. this Corvo.
Oh, so everyone else is okay to kill. Copy.
Quite possibly.
So
All right.
then I start storming towards the door.
Start walking along. Yeah.
Once he says that, D800 just starts walking straight towards the door.
Minions don't have
No,
families.
There's a door. You're outside. There was a path.
Yeah, we
path,
start
then.
walking up.
I start
the path.
walking up the path.
Okay. It is a mile-long trail, and it is surrounded by this nearly impenetrable wall of darkness. So let's go ahead and improve that darkness penalty there.
I do have my torch out.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Liquid
will
light torch.
light a gas lantern.
And the dwarfs do get dark vision too, Rob.
Oh, they do.
Right.
Okay. Well, I've reduced the darkness penalty because of those lights you guys have. But let's be honest. You're in a Rorsch in the Everglades.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of light.
No.
There's just not. And in fact, none of you have probably been to the Everglades before, but there's a lot of wildlife there. You'd expect it to be loud, raucous, with nighttime creatures, insects, etc. And apart from that periodic sound that you hear, that it's almost like a wailing. Apart from that, it's pretty silent here. You know, you don't hear the sounds of toads croaking like you'd expect. Every so often, if you pause, you think you hear the crunch of someone or something following you. But other than that, it's pretty quiet. When you finally arrive at the meeting place, right, where the tower was, there are a lot of civilians here. They're all dressed in this white linen clothing. And there's a makeshift stage, and you assume that the man who's on it, who's standing on it, is Manny Corbo. And he is already well into a rant. He's denouncing the priest, calling him a demagogue. He's curtailing religious freedoms. He tells everyone his story. He tells how he was, wounded not far from here, had been stumbling blindly through the swamp, pursued by the Adinos, and he reached this, and he points to this huge withered tree. And as the Adinos closed on me, the avenging angel La Santissima appeared, and she struck down the Adinos for me. And he kind of explains how she saved him, and she's clearly sent him out to bring others to understand her. But of course, this priest, it's not Catholic, so it must be evil. That's, because that's what he does. That's what they all do. At one point, he does kind of calm down a little bit. He goes, of course, we are, once again, points to man, in Senor Montoya's debt. He and his men have captured more of these invading creatures, and the power of La Santissima will bend them to our will. these beasts, these invaders, they will follow our orders, they will protect our families, and eventually they will drive out the invaders, letting us all return to the life that we have enjoyed, the good life that we deserve. And from the darkness, Duz and Adinos are dragged hogtied onto the stage. If any of you would like, you can give me a find roll. We're looking at a DN 14 plus the light penalty because the distance is significant.
Oh,
While he's ranting, can I be setting up the Alf sprayer?
Give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
it's a good thing I don't have any cybernetic eyes. That is one of the few cybernetics I haven't gotten yet.
And I can make that larger.
I think you would need to if you're setting up the sprayer. There are a lot of civilians here, by the way, just FYI.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to go plow into them, but I'm pretty sure there's something else nasty. That gets me over 10 to a 12.
Okay. Yeah, so you're getting your weapon out. And so they brought the Adinos out onto Strange, and then a moment later, this woman of great beauty
Oh no.
appears. She ascends onto the stage. Sorry, walks up, not just long, straight black hair, blood red lips, almost, pearly white skin. Honestly, she looks like a tall, slightly older version of Snow White, if you think about it. And as she steps towards the first captive, we would probably want to take our break now, Dan, if that works for you.
Works for me.
Like a good time.
So, before we jump into the mess we're about to jump into, because Lord knows we're going to, we're going to take ourselves a little break for a bathroom and, drinks and what have you. So, don't go too far away, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. And we're back. Deep
Right,
in the dark
damn near
woods.
killed him.
Deep,
Sorry.
yeah. We're deep in the dark woods. I'm sure we're about to start a fight or get one started soon.
Yep. Well, you know, I suspect you guys are going to start it because they're busy with their sermon and stuff like that. They're sermonizing. Otherwise, they would practice the golden rule, which, as we all know, is do unto others before they do unto you.
Now, that is not what I say at the end of each session. You know better.
I think I heard something like that. No. Sorry, I remember. Every time you end that, what I hear in my head is he who has the gold makes the rules.
That's what I hear you thinking.
That's just your pirate captain, Rod.
Well, yes. He needs a ship, by the way. All right. So, I believe we had said that La Santissima is striding out towards the hogtied Adinos. Sorry, a bit of a pollen. And you'll notice, probably at the last minute, she pulls this long dagger out of her hand, and standing next to the first Adinos, just plunges it down into his chest. It sprays blood on Manny Corbo and the front row of people standing there.
Look, it's Gallagher.
So it's a splash zone, yeah. So let's say.
Yes, it's a splash zone. Nice. And you realize while she's doing this, you hear this kind of deep susurration coming from her. Susurration, it's like this whispering, this murmuring, but it's low and it has a sibilance to it. So I don't know if any of you are doing anything, if you're reacting to what she has done, or if I should continue to describe the scene.
No, I believe that she's about to get hit with a lightning bolt.
Yeah. And Doc.
And somebody did say, D8, you can shoot her, so...
Yeah. Well, no. See, that's what I'm doing, D8. I'm casting lightning bolt and then looking over and saying, we can kill.
Okay.
Dr. Merryweather, do you have another one of those liquid lights?
No, only one per customer.
Oh, you don't have another gun.
All right. Well, then, since you're, I guess I should. I don't have a card for her. You know what? I can just drag an image over. Let me do that. This way, we can have an image of her kind of on the table. And she's probably standing kind of towards the back right here. It is, again, dark, right? So, yeah, that works. All right.
Are we still in a mixed zone?
We are still in a mixed zone.
Oh, but it's mixed living land, not core earth.
Correct, but it is still a mixed zone. So the DN for reconnecting is only going to be a 10.
No, I was just going with we're outnumbered.
Oh, you're in a rush. What do you expect? All right. So the good news for all of you is it's going to be a living land card. A favorable wind. Missile weapons gain plus 10 extra meters of range. The villains will go first. After the villains go, the heroes will flurry.
Oh, because we're in dramatic. Okay.
Yep, and the approved is attack and trick. So obviously, you know, I'm afraid there's nothing here. You guys had wandered in. You weren't standing on trying to ambush them. So they'll notice that this guy's got his weapon pulled together. The rest of you are pulling out weapons, and I think they're going to turn and fire on you.
Well, I was stealthed.
You were, and that's why I let you set the weapon up for free.
Gotcha.
Because I'm good like that. What?
Nothing.
What? Somebody say something?
No, I was just looking at my Cosm card.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Unholy interest.
Short burst is what, +2? I
I
think.
believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Would you like to play your unholy interest?
I was just thinking about that. Play it to her.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
All right. Well, the crowd has said do it, so there you go.
All right. You just made a cut one. All right, so that is going to be for D800 has played that. What specifically does... I'm going to put it over here with the... Oh, I can get rid of the... What was that sound at this point? So they take a special interest in you. Wow, you don't even get any things for it, huh?
No, there's nothing to get for it other than corruption. Roll.
Other than a free corruption test.
You
No.
get
Willpower roll, if you would, please, D800. Is this D800's first scenario?
Yes, it is.
Is this potentially D800's last scenario?
Could be a possibility. There's a 14 on the willpower.
You will not lose a point of charisma and become an NPC today.
What is first and last game?
Could have been.
That would have been,
It would have been hysterical.
been awesome, Dan.
But the next character would have been what? D900.
No, D801.
D801.
I thought of that. That seemed a little too obvious. That's why I went D900.
Yeah, but that's a whole version upgrade.
No, because it's going to be a D1000. I mean, come on now.
Nope, copyright. You're streaming. Gotta watch what you say.
That's why I put a D in front of it.
Oh, I thought you said T.
No, D. Come on now, D800.
I just assumed you wanted to use the symbol of a D8 or something.
No, it's just a play on the other character.
I know. All right, so you're all going first. They are firing at you. She's hissing at something, and you know what? I'm going to move D800.
Did
You must have stepped forward or something because they're not going to fire at you.
Okay, this is dramatic though.
Yeah, they're going first. He said we were going first, but he meant
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
did I? No. The villains will go first, and then the heroes will
I just
flurry.
making sure it didn't change all of a sudden.
Nope. And, ooh, you know what? I forgot that they had that, so we'll do that. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have one for Ibis, one for each of you. Who gets D800 shot? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I'll take it.
Nope, looks like it's going to Dr. Merryweather.
I'm Mo, apparently.
Yep, you can be Mo. So, all right, for Mo, I have a 15 and an 8.
The 8 is a standard. The 15 is a good.
All right. So the good, you can enjoy 15 damage.
Oh!
The standard will only be 13 damage.
Oh! Only 13. That's even better. So I will take a wound on both. So we will try to soak the first one.
I will remind you, we are in a rush.
That is correct.
But D800, you probably feel safe here.
Oh, that's not fantastic. So we will let's see. We spent a possibility for the soak.
Yep, there it is. Okay.
Damn. So I get to a 16.
It would be a +3. That should do it.
Yeah.
You need a good success.
I need a good success.
Well, it'll put you to a 14 at minimum, not a 16 at minimum.
Oh, yeah, good point. Good
Yeah.
point. 14 won't do it.
I'm looking at odds here. You know what? Hey, we're gonna throw this out here, and
There you go.
we'll do. We got it anyway.
Yeah.
We have this all well done. Let's see. Last roll was a 4.
So it looks like you took the wound. You soaked the shock though, so that was good.
I did. That's fantastic, isn't it?
And then you were gonna soak the second one as well.
Then we'll soak the second one.
Remember to put the wound penalty on there before you roll.
It is there. Oh no, sorry, I hit the wrong one. Wound penalty is there now.
Okay.
And now we're going to roll much better.
No. But now, a second possibility, you're guaranteed to soak this one.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We'll take care of that.
4 possibilities round 1. It's going to be awesome.
Fire roll.
Oh!
Oh, because of the wound
penalty.
penalty.
One.
Son of
I
a
wasn't
bitch.
counting that. That's. I gave you bad advice, but it was not on purpose.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do
you
it
did.
on purpose. No. I'll tell you when it's on purpose. 'Cause I like to
Yes.
take credit for it.
We're good. Okay, we'll take it. We're good.
So 4 possibilities, and you use that to soak 4 shock.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ouch.
Oh,
All right.
my pancreas.
Right. Dagon, I think that's some sort of hit. What do you think? 20 against your dodge, Robert?
It looks like
Robert? It looks like he's frozen.
he's frozen for a second there.
Sorry. Outstanding hit.
Oh boy. 18.
Okay, that is a wound and
2 shock.
2
Okay.
shock.
Take it. You're in a rush.
I know. I'm thinking of just taking this one because it is so much harder to do.
So much.
So,
And look, you guys have the law of life, which should help you survive.
right. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to accept that.
Excellent. All right. For Ibis, I think that's a miss, and I think this guy's gun has jammed. Right? Yeah. Definitely a miss. And then, of course,
Yes.
for the good chaplain, a 16.
That would be a good success.
That 2 wounds for you?
Yes, that is 2 wounds.
Ouch.
So I will be trying to soak using one of these living land things here.
Yep. Not contradictory to do that.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
He
You
has
know,
the power
Dagon,
of
you
God.
totally could have tried to soak that, right? You have the ability to gain additional possibilities. You sure you don't want to try to soak it?
I know what you're talking about. I'm going to be okay on this one.
All right. I just want to give you every opportunity to play your Cosm cards.
Oh, I know.
I know you enjoy that particular card. That's a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
I want to give you the opportunity to play it. Okay. Well, that was my guys. She is going to stab another poor Burke in the throat, and another Adinos drops. So, good news. All right. That was all of my guys. I believe you are all now free to go, and then you'll be free to go again.
So round 1, I will go ahead and cast my Mage Hands.
Okay?
Dagon, I'm going to open up with the Alf sprayer, and I'm pretty much going to unload the whole clip. I'm going to try to get 4 guys in this group, in these 2 sets of people.
If you're going to be going for more than 2 people, there's a chance you'll hit civilians.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Now, that said, I'm sure it'll be fine. You're not going to have any extra penalties or anything like that.
Well, we do have the flurry round.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, Robert, if you want me to go first, I'm going to shed some daylight so it'll help us out a little here.
That
Okay.
would be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm going to take the liquid light potion and smash it on my chest so I'm glowing. So 20 meters within me is daylight.
Yeah, that didn't bother me. The light didn't bother me.
Well, you're short.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see under the
Totally forgot.
darkness.
I totally forgot. It helps me. How's that? And then,
I'll make it a little smaller, but you're definitely the target.
yeah. So, and then these guys right here, I'm going to trick into it and say, wait. So that's see, that's using that's potion's a free action.
One per turn, yeah.
One.
Unless you're hasted, or you can do 3 as an action.
Yeah. No, I will trick them because I got other things to can do. This is repent from your wicked ways, you Corbo. And I'll point to these guys. Go like, what is he talking about? Apparently, I'm not tricky enough.
Well, not with your wounds, I'm afraid.
Nope. So we're okay
on
that roll.
Shot twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Who is next?
Okay. I'm still going to start with long burst. I'm going to hit these two guys with the long burst. I'm going to trick these by first looking like I'm aiming at them, but actually shooting them.
So are we looking at a -8, -6 here?
Yeah, but with the gun, I get a +4.
Okay. And this is not a critical moment or anything. So you're doing all this at a -2.
Yeah.
All right. And you'll disconnect on a 1 through 4.
Yep.
I'll get that ready.
Okay. Where is it? There it is. So it's a -4. No. -2 or -4?
So I was saying it's a -6. You said your weapon is going to give you
a +4.
Okay.
Okay. The reason I was doing this is I'm going to spend a possibility.
I assumed as much.
And 16. The trick is going to be a 20.
Okay. So we have a good success over here. That's actually outstanding on the trick. So they actually are, since they think you're shooting, they're probably going to move this direction and end up moving into your line of fire since you have the outstanding in their mooks.
Okay.
So go ahead, give me your 2 bonus dice here.
Okay.
How much damage does the elf sprayer do?
It starts at a 14.
Starts at a 14, so you'll be doing a minimum of 16. I do need
yeah.
Yep.
More. I don't need to roll? Okay.
No, I need 1 more.
Okay.
It's possible for me to survive. Not likely. But I didn't. Okay.
Okay.
You're down.
And I'm done.
You are. That draws you 2 cards.
Oh.
Attack and trick are both approved.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Only thing you needed was a DSR and not being able to advance it and trying that, so you could have gotten the 3.
True.
All right, Dagon's done. That was pretty effective. The 800, Ibis, and the Chaplain.
Well, Ibis went for his first action already. I cast
Oh,
Rage.
that's right, you did. The 800, it is your turn.
All right, well, D800 will try to intimidate the 2 that are in front of him. These 2 here.
Okay. Moving towards them while you do?
Oh, yeah. Stalking towards them.
Okay. That's not going to do it.
No. You know what? I'm going to do it anyway. Possibility. There it goes. There we go. 14. To their intimidate, so that's going to be a good success.
Correct. Very vulnerable.
Yes, very vulnerable.
Seeing as you're gonna flurry.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, Chaplain.
So are both Merryweather and Dagon wounded?
They are.
Yes.
Okay, so I will kind of go up behind them and go, "May the power of the Lord heal you!" and bop them on the back of the head like Faith Healer style.
All right, so going for healing.
Yes.
So typically, when I have somebody who's doing healing, I'm usually going to stack the wound penalties.
Okay.
As long as you're okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine. So how many wound penalties am I looking
They
at?
have 3, and you're multi-targeting, so you're looking at
So
a
that's
white
5. Okay. So, 11?
That'll get
That
one
would
of the wounds
be a-
on each of them.
Yes. All shock
Yeah, all the shock always.
and a wound. Yep.
They soaked the shock, I thought. Actually,
Yes.
no, Dagon didn't. He took it. So Dagon, it's 1 wound and all the shock, and Dr. Merryweather has just the 1 wound left.
Okay. Thank you.
That's why we brought a priest with us in the regiment.
Yep. All right. Well, you all play cards into your pools. Hey, look, it is your turn. This is a good card to start with, and unfortunately, I don't know what you all have in your hands, but I suspect I'm going to see this a little while. So you should all have 1 card in your pool. Who would like to go?
Mm-hmm.
Well, T800 will just go ahead and do what he's going to do anyway. Blast these 2 in front of me.
Okay.
And I don't have the penalty
Yeah.
because of his light, right?
Probably if these guys. Yeah, they're probably within the range of the light. Now, if you'd like, you can also blast these guys, as long as you don't worry about the civilians. You might even feel like the Cosm is encouraging you to do so.
Well, since I don't get a fate point for something like that, I think I'm just going to go shoot the 2 that I've got.
No. You might earn a possibility, though.
I might earn a possibility by aiming farther out. So what's that? A 6 minus 4 is a minus 2?
Yeah, if you want to go for all of them. All 4 of them.
And the
Yeah,
civilian
but
potentially in between.
Those 2 up there will give me the +4 to the penalty again, won't it?
Well, only on them.
I'll stick with where I'm at.
All right. That is your decision to make.
All right, so that is a +4 to the
I
attack.
just like to offer you all options.
Yeah. Sinister options.
Okay, so that will be a.
I object to that word.
Looks like a good success against them.
So they were +4. Oh, were you doing some sort of rapid fire?
No.
Otherwise you'd be at a 14 because of the multi-targeting,
14, yeah, but that's still going to be a good success.
right? No, their dodge is a 10.
Oh, says it's a 9.
Does it?
Yes.
Card says 9.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know why. I'm afraid the card has a misprint.
Okay, well, then I'll just. So it's standard success.
I'm afraid so. How much damage are we doing on a standard?
We'll just go. We'll make it a little higher.
Okay.
There.
Outstanding. So 2 bonus is going to be how much damage?
15 minimum.
Minimum 15. I will need the rolls.
You will.
Yes, because this is not armor piercing.
Copy that. 17 for the first. And 17 for the second.
Wow, you rolled what you needed. All right. That will also draw you a card since attack is approved.
Copy that.
The only guys left are these ones back in here in the dark next to the boss lady.
Well, and there's 2 up here too, but
Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
that's fine.
I'll take care of them.
That's fine. I will start walking forward, and I will cast Lightning Bolt on her.
Okay.
And use my mage-handed sword on the other 2. Right.
Don't forget the
Minus
-2 for the
minus
concentration, right?
4. Yes. Uh-huh. Right, and then -4 for the otherwise. So, all right. So -6 total. Do. I will give you one of these.
So this remember, this is an up.
Oh, then I would give you the other one. Sorry.
Okay. All right, so you can take that one back. So a 16 absolutely is going to hit her.
All right. So is it just a standard hit on her, or is it a good?
I'm afraid it's just the standard.
Okay. Well, then for her, it is 16 damage AP4.
All right. I will do some assessments and make a decision in a moment.
And then as for her friends up there, I am 4 higher, so those are 20s to hit them.
What were you hitting them with?
The mage-handed sword.
Okay. So 20 is going to be outstanding.
So 15. I am 17 minimums on those.
They go down. All right, so the way the lightning hits her and just kind of like rips most of the flesh off of her face, and you see this gore-covered skull leering at you, and small bumps like tumors just kind of swimming around on her face. She drops. Well, she doesn't really drop. Most of her drops. And then as that's happening, she kind of reaches up with her hands and begins pulling back all the flesh, and this worm-like creature emerges. I'm going to need all of you to go ahead and give me a willpower roll.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I'm fine, sir.
Dagon is not.
That's what I like to hear.
D800 had a 9, so I guess he's not either.
All right, Ibis.
Ibis got a 13.
All right,
So I will not have to have a concentration check. Thank you.
correct. Dr. Merryweather.
I had a 14, so we're good.
All right, and the chaplain is also
15.
good. Okay. All right. You knew exactly what I was thinking there, too, Jim.
Yes, I did.
It's like you've done this before. Yeah, so it's she basically, you remember that giant worm you saw? This one is like a 4-foot long, 2-foot thick white worm, similar to those other ones, Robert, that you have in your test tubes.
Ooh, okay.
Ah,
Maybe I can grow one of these.
When you go look, you'll have noticed that the tubes broke. You're not sure where they went.
Ooh.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yes, I'm sure it will be.
All right. So who's next? That was the start of the flurried action.
Yes.
No, because Ibis shot and no, D800 shot, then Ibis attacked. Dagon, Dr. Merryweather, and the chaplain are left.
that is correct.
So
Go ahead.
I was going to invoke a miracle, a large blast radius over to encompass these two guys.
that seems uncalled for. Are you willing to hit some of these other worshippers here? They're quite obviously.
Yes, I am. You know, you are assaulting a shepherd of the flock. Let the fear of God be within you.
Rush award rewards things like that, doesn't it?
Not with that roll.
Oops.
Not with that roll.
We're in an Aurora zone.
Yeah.
You are.
At least I don't disconnect, but
You don't disconnect. You can instead take 2 shock,
two shock. Yeah. I will
right?
do
Be
that.
very stymied. And you can go ahead and take this Orosh possibility as well. You're welcome.
Great. I can use that over and over.
You can. You 100% can.
Dagon, who is now scared out of his mind, is shooting at this thing long burst.
Okay, bring it on.
Okay.
You have. You don't have the -4. Crap.
Well, I do have the -4, but now I have a +4 to compensate. So.
No, I meant the darkness.
He meant from the darkness.
Darkness doesn't bother me.
No.
Dang it! I hit the wrong thing. You're not the only one tired right now.
Aren't the two of you glad you played Aurortians? You're in your home cosm.
Yeah, we're great.
Yeah.
I disconnect. Okay.
You do.
But hold on. I'm playing this immediately.
Okay. You don't want to take a chance of possibly randomly turning into a
Rorsch or Living Lands? Nah.
That's night and day, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Literally.
You have the doctor, the good doctor. It's gonna walk over here a little, and then so you heard the father. Hellfire for you. After I drink my elixir of enhancing my dexterity to help out, because I need a little help. Their dodge is a 10, correct?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Yeah, we'll play this card.
Okay, go for it.
We will just incinerate these fellows. Oops, I should have had a -2 in there because I'm targeting both. Oh no, it's a small blast. Never mind. Never mind. And did it go through?
Not
I
yet.
didn't see it.
It does not look it went through.
All right, well, I'll do it again. If it shows up twice, we take the first one.
There we go.
There it is.
And
15 is a good hit, so 1 bonus die damage on each.
it's going to be 16 fire.
16 fire is going to put them both down.
Yeah. Save us some time.
Yeah, that was all of the soldiers, and the soldiers are actually kind of like cartel type soldiers because well, Miami. All right, I believe that was everyone, right? Has the chaplain gone on the flurry?
Yes, I messed up horribly.
Oh, yes, you did. That was awesome. All right, you've all played 2 cards into your pools at this point. All right, good news. What?
I was sorry. Y'all want to keep this card, right?
I mean, if you have it, it's not a bad card for us to have.
Yeah.
All right, we'll resolve that in a moment. Good news. The 2 that she just struck down, it looks like, I'm
Rise up.
afraid they're rising up. They must be Falcons. More good news. You guys are in the Living Lands, and some Adinos have come to rescue their fallen comrades.
Oh.
And Adinos are very good at moving and sneaking through the dark, apparently, because they've snuck up behind you. And they can't tell who's who. All right, so we have drawn, hey, look, a favorable wind. And it is the Living Land version of a favorable wind as well. It could have been a different situation. Because technically that can still. But it didn't. I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah, these 2 things rise up. The villains will go first, and after that, the heroes will flurry. So she can finally, since you've exposed her, take a turn. You know what? She's kind of hissing at all of them. And, ooh, I don't have their stat block open. I guess it's not technically a stat block, but you know what I mean. And they are going to move. It looks like they're running past you, Ibis, but then you realize she seems to be giving them some commands. And This does not have much chance of success, but they will try to trick you. Ooh, an 11, maybe? You are muted, Jim.
I'm very good at being tricked. The 5 is a success. And
No.
the 11 is a good.
All right, so then that means I'm going to give you this and this. I'm going to ask for 2 concentration rolls.
Yep. It's the first, so that's a success.
It is.
And the second's also a success.
Okay. Well, she'll then kind of move forward, and the mouthy worm-like maw opens, and you see the whole body is kind of undulating, and she spits some sort of viscous goo at you.
Okay.
You are currently very vulnerable. Oh, sorry, medium blast. Who else is over there by you? Hey, Dan, you can enjoy this too.
Okay.
But only an 11 for you, sir. How does an 11 do against your dodge?
Misses.
I thought you might say that. I'm not going to put the +4 on this. We'll give you a different number, Jim. 17 for you, Dan?
17 of my dodge.
Yes.
It's a standard.
Excellent. And that is a 21 for you, Jim, against your dodge.
Opponent fails.
All right. So I have only hit you, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
So the good news, you picked this up last round. After it goes away, it's only going to downgrade to a stymie because she hit you with this. And I'm afraid it's only going to be 12 damage that you're taking.
I'll take nothing.
Really?
Yes, 12 is a difference of... was it just 1 shock minus 5?
One shock.
I have a 16 toughness, and I ignore the first 2 shock.
First 2 or first 1?
First 2.
Oh.
I got the Mark II suppressor.
Apparently. All right, then. You don't have to worry about that. You're right. You are a murder bot. All right. That was her and her allies. The Adinos are going to start out. They have additional missile range. They're not really bad guys. They're not good guys. They're kind of in between. So I'm going to give them whatever's most advantageous to them based off of this situation. That seems fair because, you know, you're in a rush. And this place sucks. Not for me. For me, it's great. So they are basically, they have some spears. I thought they had bows. Nope. And they will be throwing those. We'll start with a couple of throws. Nope. How many are there? There's 5 of them. So, which is which? Okay. 3, 4, 5. They are throwing at Manny until he goes down. All right. He has gone down, and then they're not throwing him at these 2 Adinos because they don't understand really what's happened. But this thing definitely looks kind of monstrous, and they'll both miss. So Manny Corbo kind of takes a spear right in the chest, and he bends over. La Santissima, save me! And she actually kind of turns and, like, vomits something towards him, and he's currently covered in some of these white worms. It's going to be great. All right, that was them. What?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's like a little
All will be
solve,
well.
right?
Yeah. It's healing worms.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Healing.
Maggots are good.
Is
for
that anything
clearing
like
out-
the worms apparently that are now in Jim?
These are medical maggots. Yes, the worst medical maggots. You're right. What? They'll preserve his flesh.
They will.
All right. So attack and trick. It is your turn. Who would like to go first? Anyone?
Well, this round, I will. The Alf, since I rolled a 2 last time, is malfunctioning.
Yep.
So I am using it, aiming at her to try to trick her in that I'm about to unload again on her.
Okay, so you're using a trick. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
So a 13.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, she is, after all, a worm. She doesn't really understand what you're doing.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. She
Yes.
very stymied?
Very
or-
vulnerable.
Okay.
Very vulnerable.
Yeah, I assumed. That draws you a card. Who's next?
Dr. Merryweather is going to do something similar, but he's going to walk up just a little, stay out of that medium blast range, hopefully. And he's going to try to trick both of these Adinos
Okay.
with his mind. You're basically throwing a handful of pebbles at them.
Okay.
Because I've been throwing stuff.
Yeah.
You know. I believe that's going to get them to a.
That's good.
Yeah, let's make them both very vulnerable. And then I will pull out my Webley.
Yep, draws you a card as well. Dr. Merryweather's all done. Ibis, are you going to go start attacking all three things? It seems like a you thing. By the way, I will remind people, attack in the Living Land, if it's an all-out attack, you'll get that extra bonus die. Ibis can't do that this turn yet, right? You'll be able to do it on the flurry.
Right. No, I am going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt on her and then use the sword to attack the other two.
Okay.
So that would be normally a -8 because of the stymied, but because they're all vulnerable, so it's only going to be the -4.
And don't forget the concentration.
That included. So 2 for concentration, 2 for multi-action, and 2 more for multi-targeting, and 2 more for the stymied made the -8.
Got it. Okay. And they're all very vulnerable.
And then they're all very vulnerable. Yep.
Yep.
So 15 is a standard on her, so that's 16 AP4 for the lightning bolt.
So yeah, where she is standing back there, she will take some shock.
Okay.
She appears to ignore.
Fair enough. That's fine. I was finding out if she had armor, really. So, and then
no armor that you noticed.
Yep. Well, that hide could have been tough. And then I am 4 higher on the melee for them, so that is 19 on these 2 undead thingies.
They're not undead. They're sort of undead. Yes. A 19 is going to be a good hit.
All right.
Doing 15 damage.
16 is minimum.
They're down.
All right. I will draw a card.
All right.
All right. Ibis is done. D800 and the chaplain.
Yep. D800 will move up between Ibis and the worm, and I will. I'm very stymied, right?
I believe so.
All right.
Yes, but she's very vulnerable.
Yeah, she's not got a science category either, does she?
Nope.
Okay, so this just be a straight roll.
Unless you want to all-out attack.
I'm using a pistol. I don't get that.
Yeah, you're right. You don't.
So 17 to her dodge, which makes that a.
It's a good hit. You can give me 1 bonus die.
Actually, I'm going to spend this to make that 2 bonus die.
And you're shooting. That is not within the axioms of the Living Land.
Oh, so only for the. I guess I read them all.
Yeah, it has to. The Living Land possibilities, special abilities are going to trigger based off of what you're doing.
Okay, and well, can I play it as a regular possibility though, right?
Yes, but it'll only be an up since you're shooting. Those are the ones you're going to use when you soak.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to do.
No, I don't need to. All right, so just 1v2.
For Dagon, he's going to want them from you in a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a 19 damage.
19? All right, I will ignore some shock. Chaplain.
Yes, I am going to have to run
Sounds good.
to get up to there to be able to.
Do something next
Get-
round.
Yes.
All right, cards to pools, and now we flurry. Do you want to do something now, Chaplain, since you just ran up there? We'll start with you.
Actually, mind if I start first?
Go ahead.
Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over to the side and get here within 20 meters of the daylight.
Okay?
So she is lit up.
All right.
Shoot her now!
I mean, it doesn't seem to bother her, but it's worth a shot, right? It's always worth a shot.
Exactly. It's Aurora. I'm from Aurora.
Yeah, you know, that's
I
why
know
it's worth a
anything like
shot.
that. Yeah.
Look, it's better than 50-50 that it'll matter.
Exactly.
Now, that very stymie does go away at our first turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. I've done my thing.
Yep.
Oh, I need to draw a card for that attack I just did.
Yep.
So
Who's next?
I will go ahead and attempt to crucify it.
All right.
So I got a +4.
Wait, I'm sorry. Mind if I interrupt real quick? Rod, would it be okay if I invoke my disability, my trick knee falls in, and I fall prone to the ground?
Sure. Tell me how that's going to hurt you.
Well, I'd be prone and a little more, a bit more vulnerable, right?
Do we have a prone condition that I've never noticed?
I'm reaching here.
I mean, you could say that he falls in such a way to make him vulnerable, but
Well,
I
I'll
don't
tell you
think prone is a.
Would I be vulnerable for the rest of the scene?
Sold.
Okay. I am vulnerable for the rest of the scene. Thank you.
You're welcome. Why are you? Oh, you are low. Got it. That makes sense.
Okay, sorry about that. To the priest, the chaplain.
Yeah, so his knee is given. He's kind of down on one knee, struggling. The Adinos know this.
So I want to use this Aurora possibility.
Okay. That is an outstanding hit. So 2 bonus dice of damage.
And toughness
A 12.
is a 12. And I'm going to make a corruption test to get that back.
I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. You get it back no matter what.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm going to get it back then. So,
Yeah, go ahead. Take that back. You deserve it. And then
The Gaunt Man wants you to have it.
he does. Look at that. It all worked out just fine.
Yes, I'm protected by the Lord.
Sure.
And actually, Lehman, I think you still have your stymied up because I see that roll in there.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it on you.
All right. And just so you're all aware, I think, Lehman, you're the first person I've seen take one of them back. Right? And this is what I've been telling everyone. It's harmless, really. The odds of it hurting you are super duper low. Your worst case scenario, you roll low, you spend the one you're going to get back, and you're fine. Right? So I'd like to thank you for demonstrating that those possibilities are not nearly as scary as anyone thinks.
No, and especially when my charisma is one of my highest 2 stats.
Right. Why worry? All right, Dagon, Ibis, and D800 are left.
Dagon is going to shoot his pistol
Okay.
at it.
So +4.
Mm-hmm. And I disconnect again.
Nice. Very nice. Feel my pain.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I am going to second chance that.
Okay.
He was teasing you.
I'll leave this over here.
Oh, the chances of me disconnecting are still good. That's an 11. I'm going to spend a possibility.
You can.
And the last roll was an 8. Okay. And there's the possibility.
I believe that is an outstanding. So 2 bonus dice.
Okay. And I have a coup de grace, which I may be using.
Okay.
And what is her toughness? 12?
Currently a 12.
Okay.
Because I lied.
You lie? What?
When I'm running a Rorsch, absolutely. I am going to cheat in every legal way possible.
If I wasn't a Rorschach, I wouldn't have done it.
I'm going to go on and I'm going to go on and spin the coup de grace because I would like to.
You're at a delta of 12 right now.
I know. I want to up that because I want her to spin possibilities if she has them.
Yeah. I'm about to.
So a 29.
Whoa. Okay. How many did I spend this round already? I spent 1.
Just one.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Or one that we saw.
Yeah, one that we saw. So that puts me there. So I'm going to spend another one.
Maybe you'll do what happened with Liam so many times you roll a 1.
Maybe. So 29 minus 12 is 17. This is 3 wounds and 6 shock. And
Wow, way to call that.
Wow.
That was Robert
That
calling
was perfect.
Robert
Perfection
calling his
right
shot
there.
right up there.
Oh.
I think we lost Rod.
yeah. That's what that feels like. That is terrible.
Yes.
You know, Liam, I
Now do that every act on
I owe you a
the
sincere apology for the number of times I did that. It was just beyond the pale. So yeah, you've caught. You're not sure exactly how your single small bullet can cause a worm to explode, but it has. It showered little bits of worm on everybody. Actually, kind of what's funny, D800, most of them land on you. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll all be well.
It will be well. Man. That's all right. We're not done, however, because you have all these Adinos.
Yeah,
I think D800, what would you like to do?
I would like to yell to these Adinos, take your people and go. And then attempt to see if I can get the guy that's up here with those worms that got vomited on him and see if I can brush them off of him so that they don't
The
get
ones
eaten.
that haven't already crawled inside him, yes.
Yes.
That's easy.
That's fine. That's
But,
what
I mean, he's like choking on them. They're in his ears and stuff. He's infested.
Hey, Chaplain, why don't you tell all these people in the white robes to correct their ways?
Oh, wholesale murder and slaughter? All right, so Ibis, give me a persuasion roll.
You know what? I'll give you a possibility for it.
What?
And they're Dinos. This might work.
It is supported by the axioms of the living land.
I figured that part. I just went. There we go.
Can you get 3 points higher?
Not
You
unless
want an
somebody-
action card?
If somebody's got an
Oh
action,
wait,
sure.
no, a willpower. I have a willpower.
Either of those will work.
Mhm.
There you go.
All right. So they are willing. They are kind of angry that you killed two of theirs because they didn't realize what was going on. But assuming that you paused long enough, you can probably explain to them, what it was that was happening.
Or just
here.
point at the bodies dissolving.
Yeah. That's a thing. That's absolutely a good point out. Yeah. Believe it or not, because you've killed her and you've made peace with them, we're gonna be done. Little early. All right. Unholy interest. Well, let's look at a log sheet, shall we? Get that ready.
So we
Well
can
done,
choose
everybody.
which possibilities we keep, right?
So we've done it for organized play. We've done it where it goes back to the regular ones only because it's just easier to keep track of. Unless it's
Okay.
a book. If it's a book and it's steady, so once we start doing relics, yes.
Okay.
But before that, it's just going to be too much confusion.
Because I
Too
would
much
love to
paperwork.
keep that Aurorish possibility and just use it constantly.
I favor that. I'm okay with that. All right, so let's open up number 10, prayers to a dying tree. You get three cosms in here. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, you do.
So I should share my screen here. I think you can see what I have up, and Dan, you have your Twitch open.
Yeah.
Right? Do you have that showing?
Yeah, I gotta shut off the cameras right quick because it's all like blending together.
Hey, look! It's Twitch in a Twitch in a Twitch. All right, I'll go back to the other screen now. No need to give anyone a headache.
Does that work?
So you did actually gain an alliance with the Blue Spines. Montoya, none of you said you were going after him, so I'm afraid he does escape. Only one of you is going to get a yes to this, because after all, she was very, very interested in you.
Who was Montoya? Was that was running away?
So
That was
one
that
of
was
the civilians
Cyber.
that he had pointed out, he said we owe a thanks to him. He basically, if you ask around, you'll find out he's basically a drug czar in the area, and all the troops were his. And he's kind of been working with Manny Corbo, who is going to be dead from all those worms and wounds and stuff. They've been using that to run guns and drugs and other stuff and control some folks. It's been great. But nobody went after him when all the civilians start running, so he gets away. It is, I think he's escaped every time because people are like, oh, yeah, I guess the guy's name did technically get mentioned. So you guys get to have him as an enemy. No glory, which is good. This is the third time I've run this scenario. Yeah, no glory on any of them. That seems appropriate. So I'm going to leave this blank right here, and Dan, you can go ahead and fill it in yes. You're welcome.
Oh, because it exploded all over me?
You were close enough to her when she died, and she loved you.
Oh,
You're having
sure.
her baby. Oh wait.
Well, you got spit on too.
Yeah, but not as much as you did. Did you already roll the corruption test? You did at the beginning, yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. You know what? I'm sure you'll be fine. Just every now and then, she's dead, so you're under your own control. You probably just have, like, bad breath. And periodically, you might be like, I'm pulling out a long worm. But as long as you keep pulling them out, you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's just disgusting. All right. That's all I got.
There we go.
Hear this? And yeah, we finished up pretty quick because that's an hour early.
Hey, that's okay. You were tired.
Yeah.
I am. I woke up a little bit. I like this scenario. I mean, it has 3 different costume cards we're drawing in a single scenario. You know, it
Always
starts
fun.
out Poor Earth, Living Land, then goes Living Land, Aurora. You know, so there's that's Torg, right? That's Torg at its
Yes.
finest, where things left turn, and you know, crap gets weird. So I like this one. Michael John had already played it. None of you had. Seemed like a good one. I think right now, I want to look at my calendar real quick. So I believe it's this Sunday. I'm running Act 2 for you, Mike,
Act 2.
and a few other people. Hopefully we get a full table. At this point, I've noticed that folks playing has started going down as more people have started exiting their houses from COVID. So that's fine, right? That is not a big deal to me. I think it just changes how many tables do we run something before we consider hey, we have enough critical events for it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, that's wrong thing I'm looking at. That is, I'm running this Friday night too, apparently. I'm running tomorrow, Friday, and Sunday. I have Saturday off. We're still only at 3 people for Relics Chapter 2. I don't know if there's anyone watching, Dan, who's interested in joining, but we can always get them signed up and give them a spot. Won't be streaming, but, you know, they'll get to play. Might like that.
It'll be fun.
It is. It's a fun game. And, it gets weird sometimes. And that's probably going to happen on Sunday. So that should be great. I think we are still working on having an online convention the end of the month. It'll be Memorial Day weekend. Waiting to see what Robert, who works for Ulysses Spila, is going to announce. But if they don't hold one, then I think we'll probably do just some game days, you know, on that long weekend. Just need a few more people to GM.
Nudge, right?
Yes.
Also, we have Dragon Con coming up.
We do. I have reached out again to the gaming director for Dragon Con to say, hey, what do you need from us? We'd like to be there. He's not been responsive, and that is a thing at times. I know he gets pretty busy, so we'll see what happens, what he says. You know, if the con set doesn't come back with we'll give you this space as part of the campaign track, then we have to see, okay, do we just go over to the non-campaign game and run some items there? And we may. Where things get tricky is then people don't think, I should go play a campaign game in non-campaign gaming.
Do you want me to talk to Brooks? I play Shadowrun with him, so.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That would be helpful. I think I've emailed him hold on a second, I think only 2 times since, you know, the last time I emailed him. I think again earlier today or last night. I know he's busy, especially, you know, he always seems to get real busy about April, May, June.
Yeah, they just released their notice on how they're running it this year.
Oh,
It's also his tennis league.
Yeah, they put out a notice stating this is the only information they've given out. Don't trust anybody else, but this is how they're doing it this year.
Where's that website? Is that on their site?
It was posted on Facebook. I want to say Mark might have posted it.
Okay. I'll take a look. If we can run there, then yeah, again, we will. Just got to see what we can get done.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we're back here on Monday,
Yes.
where I will continue to abuse all of you.
Yeah, the nice little New Orleans game.
Not all, and not everyone here, but.
Well, no, but 2 of you at least.
Yes, at least 2.
The others, you guys are free to come watch on Monday as I abuse them.
Now we do have something for next Wednesday as well, correct?
Or do we?
Next Wednesday, we are supposed to start Relics. The following Wednesday, I have to figure out what's going to happen. That Wednesday's a little up in the air for me.
Because I know you were thinking about doing the, was it the Second Musketeer one
The Second
before we did the
Musketeer?
Relics?
I'm not going to be ready for that a week from today. And the same issue, which would cause the same potential issue, which could cause me to not be available on June 2nd, would also affect that. So that one, it might be hey, we'll take a quick break from Relics and do that, maybe June 9th, or it may have to be a different night. I'd like to do that as part of what we're doing on Wednesdays, since, we did the first one. But that one is still, some this, some up, some germinating, but I have a very good idea of how I want that one to run. I just have to finish fleshing it out. Honestly, there's a chance it's ready next week. It depends on how Saturday goes. Whether I have to go in and do some stuff at work because we're closing one of the offices. So we'll see what happens.
So stay tuned to Torg Hype Tuesday. Read what we'll be doing.
Yes.
Wednesday.
Yep.
Because Rod will let me know. And then, oh man, we forgot to get the Cubanos for.
Well, it's not our fault. We walked outside.
That's true. We're
Walked outside of
and-
Miami and walked into a Rorsch.
Ah,
There's no refrigeration.
no refrigeration.
Oh no, I can make the refrigerator.
That's it. Minus 5 XP for everybody. We didn't quite complete the act yet.
Yes, you've learned things, but you're not going to be beta tier till 55. These characters.
Man, that's harsh. I was just thinking he was going to take our money away. You don't get paid.
I will put out the Torg Hype Tuesday to find out what we're going to do on Wednesday.
Yeah, which means ask me Monday or Tuesday. I'll get back to you. All right,
Awesome.
that's all we got.
All right,
See y'all later.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we have our Friday night game of Rime of the Frost Maiden. Sunday night game, we're getting close to the end of our Dungeons with Veterans game. Of course, we'll be back Monday, so Rod can torture Robert and myself a little bit more. And then we'll be back here Wednesday for some more TORGanized play. So don't go too far. Join us every night that we're on. Throw your 2 bits in chat, or if you're watching us on YouTube, like and subscribe. So with all that, remember we're in this adventure called Life Together. So remember the golden rule that I always say at the end of the night, not the one that Rod says. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good
That
night.
wasn't treating me the way I would like to be treated.
With that, good night and have a good week.